tell that I'm half asleep. I'm like, morning, everyone. I was like so swollen in the morning. Come on, wakey. 7:27 on Monday morning. I'm going to whiz you guys through a Monday in the life of me content creating. Mondays are just manic because I've thought of like meals and things that I want to do over the weekend. Also, I like to get like as much humanly and physically done possible on a Monday, so like I have the end of the week to kind of create content that like I find through the week, like fun TikTok trends, fun meals that I think of. So the plan for this morning, sort this out, have a shower, chuck your gym kit on, we're gonna go to the gym together, probably jump on my laptop and do some emails, just look at some stuff that maybe is coming over the weekend, maybe do a little bit on my PT course and head to the gym before like leave here at like 8:15, 8:30 is the plan. So let's do it, let's go.
You get mad when I ask what you're doing. Got me up all night, just feeling stupid. For wondering where you are and why we play this same game every other weekend. With my heart in the palm of your hand, tear it all apart. Why let you do it? This is just so typical.
Right, I'm now basically ready for the gym. I'm just gonna eat my bagel and jam. This is the skinny food jam like always go on about on Instagram. It's so good. Sometimes the videos I make on TikTok take days, like a whole day to film, a whole day to edit, and they get like 30k views. I make a TikTok about Diet Coke and it gets a million views. I mean, I can't complain, that is really cool, but
I'm sick of love whenever forsaken.
let's go. Right, we've actually, I think, touch wood, sorted out the camera mount for now, so hopefully it's gonna work today. That's exciting. I just nearly ruined Meat Free Monday within the first like 30 seconds. I didn't realise that Squares bars had like beef gelatin in, and I was like, would they? Because they have like marshmallows in, and obviously marshmallows are basically like, I think they're beef gelatin. So I was like reading the back of the Squares bar and I was like, oh my god, if I'd have eaten that I would have been so upset because I would have ruined it. Fallen at the first hurdle basically. So today we are training, oh my god, excuse me, windscreen wipers. Today we're training push, that's the session that we're doing today. So we've got cardio first. So yeah, so we've got cardio and then we're doing a pull session. I don't know if I just said push, but it's a pull session, which I want to say is my least favourite out of all my sessions. I don't dislike it, I just think if I had to get rid of one, it would probably be pull. Right, you're done. You're done. Right, so it's currently car mount 200 and Holly 0. Oh, so frustrating, I just want it to work. We are now at the gym, just scraping my hair up. It's so sad scraping like freshly washed hair up because it feels so nice, and it's just about to go and get super greasy, which is fab. Love that for me. Gonna get cardio out the way first. It's only 15 minutes, so we'll just fly by. Then pull session. Woo! Also, I've lost my bloody AirPods. I say lost. I actually think they're lost this time. I lose them every week. So instead, I'm having to wear these giant things. They are good for getting in the zone, but they're just huge. So that was my pull session done for the week. That was a really good session. I noticed strength increasing on everything. I got a few new PBs, so good start to the week. Did my 15 minutes on the Stairmaster and oh my god, I thought I was gonna die. I was I felt like I was having an asthma attack midway through. Let's go. It's now 10 o'clock. I'm gonna head back home, have my first proper meal of the day, which is oats. I'm so excited. It's my like apple and cinnamon oats that I'm just obsessed with at the moment. Gonna go back, have those, sort ourselves out and get the day started properly. Before I get out of the car, I need to get rid of these. You can obviously tell that I enjoy a squares bar before the gym, and then yeah, let's just forget about that.
I'm no fast, so I can't think about it. Let them stay the night and feel bad about it. That's a woman's love. Give it all, don't get nothing. I'm the one who's always gonna be there. Make it feel fine even when it's not fair. I play my part. Why can't you just play yours? This is just so typical. I'm sick of love. We're never sick enough to run from what feels wrong. Sick of.
I have just had my oats and now I am going to go and get ready. I've got content to film. After I'm ready, I'll come and I'll sit down and have talk through the content I have to film with you guys and like how I structure it, how I do it, because this is like a little behind the scenes day. And yeah.
But not enough to stop. Can't stop. Can't stop.
So in terms of today's content, I have got 2 brand campaigns that I need to film. They'll probably take about an hour each. And then I have 2 meals that I'll be filming and editing for TikTok and Instagram today. And then those are the main chunks of content. I've got a meeting at 2. Yeah, I've got a meeting at 2, which is really exciting. That will probably take about an hour as well. So the content that I'm filming one of them won't be live before this video, but one of them will. So one of them is for an underwear company, which I'm not feeling my best self at the moment, so I'm a bit hesitant. It's downstairs, it's arrived. I'm a bit worried that I'm gonna put it on and just feel a bit in it, and then having to take photos is not gonna maybe make me feel the best, but it's one of those things. I think I've just been having like a bad body image week, which is a bit frustrating because obviously like I'm pushing my calories up and I'm feeling good and I'm feeling strong in the gym, but I'm just not feeling my most comfortable in myself. I think it's like I love pushing my calories up, but then when I start to see changes, like I feel a bit fluffier. I think that's the word to describe it. Like the changes obviously aren't massive, but I'm just not feeling as lean and as slim as I was like pre-holiday, which I know there's a time and a place for holiday leanness. I know that. I think like with my job and days like today when I'm like, I have to take a picture in an underwear set, I do feel a certain pressure to be looking a certain way when I'm posting that picture. And even things like filming myself in the gym today when I'm like not feeling that good, I'm just like, oh, that angle just makes me look big and like I don't like that and blah blah blah, which I know is all in my head. I think I've just never experienced it when I've had this job, so it's hard because I want to look a certain way for my content. However, that's silly. That's really silly. That's a really silly thought. Like it, like I don't know how to explain it. It's a weird one. I think I'm just like in my head about it at the moment. Like I'm just not feeling 100% myself. Then having to take pictures and film myself in gym kits and in underwear because that's my job now is difficult. But it's one of those things I just need to remind myself it's mental. Like the stage that I'm in, I'm trying to build a bit of muscle. So I'm not going to be as lean as I once was. It's just a different stage. It's fine. There's a time and a place to be lean again. We'll be back there next year. I just need to like get through the winter, get through thick girl winter. I think it's hard because a lot of the time on Instagram I want to be really positive about it and I'm really enjoying eating more food and I am enjoying pushing my calories up and I feel so much stronger in the gym. But I do have days where I'm like, ooh, like have I lost progress? Am I gaining weight? Blah, blah, blah. All those little niggly things are just in my head. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to be putting on an underwear set, but I'm really excited. It's a really cool company. Like I've wanted to work with lounge underwear for the longest amount of time. So this is like a little dream come true. So I just need to take the positives from it. Like I'm working with a really cool company. I'm in a good place. Like it's just in my head. I'm just not feeling 100%, but it will be okay. Hopefully the picture will come out nicely. By the time this video comes out, you probably would have seen them on Instagram. I think that's another thing. I'm like, oh, they need to post it. And like, if I don't feel good about the photo, then I'm posting it to like nearly 80,000 people on Instagram. And I'm like, oof. Anyway, I am babbling on now. I'm gonna go grab my parcels from reception and then get shooting my content. I will show you guys like the little behind the scenes of how I take my own content really. I feel like some people might find that beneficial. Like if you're currently doing the same thing, if you're wanting to get into the same thing, I'll show you how I take my own photos and like how I film my food videos as well. Right, okay, let's go get the parcel, get this done. We need to be ready for the meeting at 2. So we've got 2 hours to do 2 ad campaigns. Easy, lemon squeezy, let's go. Thought I'd give you guys a quick look at today's parcel collecting fit. Cute as always. We have got the parcel, it's arrived. So this is the current setup. I'm thinking of doing like a doorway frame picture. I've got my Amazon tripod there just set up, and then I use this app called, let me double check, Lens Buddy. And what it does is you basically click like press and it takes about like 50 photos for you, like a second in between. It's so good if you're shooting like content by yourself. So yeah, gonna jump into it, get some pictures. I will potentially show you guys the finished product once they're done. Started here and this is how it's ended up. That was slightly harder than I thought it was gonna be. It's weird because I obviously take photos for like check-ins and then I put them on Instagram like in my check-in underwear sets, but I've never done one in like a nice underwear set. I think it just comes back to like my body image not being like up here at the moment, but it's fine. Hopefully they like the pictures. What essentially happens with like brand work and stuff like this is you take the content, you then have to send it off for approval. It either gets approved hopefully, or they want to make tweaks or changes, or they want you to like reshoot it completely, which does happen sometimes. Then it obviously gets approved, so you get to upload it. Then you have to go through like the invoicing process and do like the admin side of things, which I think people like don't think exists and like happens. I think they just think like, oh yeah, you just like take a nice photo, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that is part of it, but there is also like a lot that goes on like behind the scenes, like admin work, to and fro with brands, like negotiating, things like that does take such a long time. And I think I actually do that more than I do like taking photos and anything like that. So it is quite late now, it's 1 o'clock and I obviously have that meeting in an hour, so I'm gonna make my second meal of the day, which I am filming as well, which is not annoying, it's like I just want to eat it, I'm so hungry. Like I'm making like a protein chocolate milkshake and I'm starving, so gonna like tidy up this mess, make another mess, get the milkshake filmed, enjoy. I'll show you the little behind the scenes and like how I film my food videos as well. So this next video I'm doing is for my protein, which means I now need to go to my huge cupboard filled with my protein goodies and find the protein that I want to use. This is like the cupboard of my absolute dream. Nobody even needs this much protein, but like it's just so nice to have and like be like, oh, what am I gonna have today? And like get that choice between flavors all the time. Like, I mean, I know it's ridiculous, don't get me wrong. There we go, chocolate brownie. But I love it. For this milkshake, I'm using this Oppo low-cal ice cream. I've never tried it before, and I do always get the fear that like with things that I haven't tried before, especially when it comes to like low-calorie stuff, like sometimes I use like almond milk, so I get worried about it having nuts in. So we're gonna do a taste test before I put it in the milkshake and drink it. Oh my god, that is so nice. Doesn't feel like it's gonna kill me. That is honestly so good. It's only 200 calories for half a tub. And it's not making my mouth feel weird, so I think we're good to go. So this is my like little filming setup that I always have. I always have my tripod here. By the way, I will link this in case anybody's interested. Tripod here, food here. It's the best like lighting because obviously it gets the natural light in the kitchen. It's way too dark and the artificial light just looks yellow and horrible. And then yeah, I'm just gonna get to it before the ice cream starts to melt. That is literally to die for. That's so good. That Oppo ice cream, 10 out of 10. I'm just gonna chocolate over here. Oh, wow. That's done. I've now got half an hour until my meeting. So I'm gonna get the lounge underwear pic sent off, edit that, write up the recipe cards for it, put it in my Instagram drafts and stuff like that, just so it's all ready and ready to go. Sometimes I get to the end of the day and I'm like, oh, have I even done anything today? Like, should I have just been sat on my phone? But I think I forget that my job is now my phone. Sometimes I feel like my eyes are gonna pop out of my head as well. Too much stuff going on at once, right? Just gonna whip this milkshake video together. Then need to do a recipe card for it across Instagram. I hope this video is not too boring. Like, I just wanted to kind of give like an insight into like what I do and like behind the scenes almost. Like, I don't know whether like everyone's gonna be like, wow, your life's actually really boring. Like, this is pretty much my day-to-day, like gym in the morning, content creation all day basically. The thing that takes up the most time is like cooking and then editing and creating the recipe cards, and I always try and do that within the same 24 hours because it's just fresher in my mind. I make less mistakes on the recipe cards. Like, I don't forget things if I've just done it straight away. Also, if I'm constantly making new recipes, if I leave something, sometimes like they just get lost in my phone. And then aside from that, only like spare minute, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. I do my personal training course as well. So I've just been like jumping on that in between certain things at the moment because that's like something I'm trying to chip away at. The content creation obviously takes up a lot more time. The personal training course is a lot where my passion is at the moment. So I'm just trying to like find the balance, which is proving slightly difficult. But my meeting is now in 9 minutes. So my meeting is done. I've now done that block of editing and now it's time to eat lunch, film lunch, edit lunch, get lunch up because it's Meat Free Monday. We need a Meat Free Monday post. Then I need to run into town and pick up a dress that I got altered for a wedding. So for this lunch's Meat Free Monday, I'm actually cooking with this like vegetarian hoisin duck from Linda McCartney. My sister recommended it, but since putting it on my Instagram story, so many of you were like, oh my god, it's amazing. So I'm really excited to try it, and a lot of you said it's really good with poke bowls, which is what I'm gonna make now. So yeah, can't wait to try it. This is the finished product as I just showed you. I did try a bit of the duck before when I was cooking it, and it was so nice. Like, I don't even know if I like normal duck, but this is really nice. I actually think this is going to be up there with one of my favourite poke bowls I've ever made. That duck, honestly, like I'd eat that on a non-meat free Monday if that makes sense. Now, back at the desk already. I feel like we've not had much of a change of scenery in this vlog. I have got some coming up, like some trips and stuff that I'm going to take you guys on. So I promise, like I said, this is just a run through of my day today. So it's getting quite dark now. It's nearly the evening. I've obviously just had dinner, so now I'm going to jump on, edit that. It's 4:20 now. The post needs to go up at 5. That's like the time frame that I always set myself. So just going to edit that, get that up, edit the TikTok, make sure that's up for 5 as well. Every day is so different with what I do, and like I love it. Like, you get different brands to work with and different things, but like the kind of meal planning and editing side is like quite similar, but like I've never got bored of it. Like, I love what I do. Like, I obviously feel so fortunate to be in this situation. Like, leaving my job when I left it like probably like 2-3 months ago now was like such a hard decision. I don't think I've actually ever really spoken about that bit on YouTube. So essentially, earlier this year I graduated from university. I got onto a grad scheme, which was amazing. It was such a good opportunity, so I took it. But this was kind of at the same time that my social media had just kicked off. So I remember being like, okay, it's fine, I'll just have to do the 2 jobs side by side. Like, I was working like ridiculous hours. I was working from home, but in my half an hour lunch break, yes, only half an hour. In my half an hour lunch break, I was running, like cooking a meal, doing all that, going to the gym at like 5 a.m, trying to cram everything in. And then it got to a point where I was like, okay, like I don't actually love this job and I don't think it's what I want to do for the rest of my life. However, I love the content that I'm creating. I'm getting so many opportunities that I'm having to turn down. So it just kind of weighed out that like my social media was just more important to me, and honestly it was the best decision I've ever made. If anyone else is in a position where they're like, I don't know if to just take the leap, like take the leap. Like obviously make sure that you're in a financial situation where you can support yourself. Don't just jump out of a job with absolutely no money or anything like that, or anyone else to support you. But it's definitely the best thing I've done, and I feel like my content has like benefited from it so much, and like having all the time in the world to just pour into something that I absolutely love is the best thing in the world. And like I'm a bit of a workaholic, and I do work till like 10 p.m. sometimes, and I will work on Saturdays and Sundays, but that's just because I love what I do, and I feel really fortunate to be doing it, and I literally want to put my all into it because it's not even been a year and we've got this far. So I'm just really excited to like look back next year and see how far we've come over a whole nother 12 months. Is all of today's posts up and the editing done. So now I'm gonna run into town and get my dress like I told you guys that I needed to do. Get that, come back, do a bit of studying, cook dinner. Then I'm gonna head over to my boyfriend's for the evening because me, him and his flatmate are finishing Squid Game at the moment. So we're gonna get an episode in. We are so far behind. Like I think everyone was finished with it a month ago. So really try not to see any spoilers on TikTok or anything. So please don't spoil it for me. Right, town. Guys, I can't lie. I am actually extremely happy about the fact that I get to wear these coats again. I got these from Boohoo like 2 years ago, and I have it in this colour, a pink colour, and then a light brown, and I'm just obsessed with them, and I'm so happy that they're out the wardrobe finally. You will probably be seeing a lot of these on Instagram and in the next few vlogs because I literally live in them in winter. We have the dress. I'm kind of nervous because the wedding is on Saturday. We head down on Friday. It's now the end of Monday, so if it doesn't fit or look nice, got a very quick turnaround. It's a winter wedding, but I went with this green. I love it. This also, they don't sell this anymore. It's now sold out. I think I got like the last size 10 available, so that's why I had to have it fitted so it fit my size. So basically I just had to have it like taken in a bit at the waist, and I made the slit higher because the slit was quite low. So I'm gonna chuck it on and show you guys, and let's just all say a little prayer really quickly that it fits and it looks nice. Let's go. So this is the dress, guys. It literally fits perfectly now. So the slit was originally like down there. I am so obsessed with it. She basically like took all the back in and like darted it, because originally it was just like loose, like there was no like fitting, and I'm honestly obsessed. Like I feel like it's so much more flattering now. Okay, so that is like just a massive weight off my shoulders. I know what I'm wearing now on Saturday. So shock, Holly is sat back at her desk. I'm just gonna log on to my like Origin, which is the company that I'm doing my personal training course with, who are amazing, and do a module if I can make it through. I'm just gonna do an hour's worth of work, then have my dinner, then head over to my boyfriend's. So it is now 7:10. I did a bit of studying, also got sidetracked by my mum. We were on FaceTime for half an hour just catching up, and I'm gonna make some tea. For dinner, I'm going to have the corn meatballs. I think that's what I put in. Yeah, corn meatballs, garlic bread, and then a bit of cheese and some courgette I think I'm gonna make. I've not had courgette in so long, and it's one of my favorite like staple meals. So filling, so high volume, but literally, obviously I don't try out my veg anyway, but basically like courgette is like nothing, like it's basically air. Like I said, I do love making courgette, but every time I whip out this bloody spiralizer, like, you know you're about to have to put a shift on. This is, it just takes so long. It's so worth it, but it takes so long. So this is my quite beige looking dinner, little bits of green and red in there. So it's the corn Swedish style meatballs, cheesy courgette that I just made with like Philadelphia and Edeling cheese, topped with a tiny bit of parmesan, and then a piece of garlic bread. So this is me pretty much done for the day. I'm gonna tuck into my dinner, and then I'm heading over to my boyfriend's to watch Squid Game, and I'm gonna have a protein mug cake there as well because my protein's still just a tiny bit under, so that's what I'll be having for dessert. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this. This is kind of like a typical weekday for me, just gym, content, emails, PT coursework. It's pretty much the same like day in, day out. It's not quite as glamorous as I'm sure people probably think. But thank you guys so much for joining me. If you did like the video, please give it a thumbs up and a subscribe down below.